Another missile strike? Yes, but this one was different. The Tornado-S has struck again, and what it leaves behind is more than just scorched ground. Russia's advanced multiple launch rocket system is rewriting the rules of long-range precision warfare. Its latest operations in Ukraine during 2025 have shown just how lethal and flexible this system can be. In today's video, we'll break down 4 major Tornado-S strikes in Ukraine. Buckle up, because what you're about to see is battlefield evolution in real time. Let's start with June 2nd, 2025. On this day, the Tornado-S made headlines when it launched a surgical strike on Ukrainian military positions in Kharkov. Using 300mm guided rockets, the system delivered a punishing blow, disrupting Ukrainian defenses and inflicting major casualties. Recent conditions in Kharkov remains a critical and heavily contested front, enduring repeated missile and drone attacks that have caused infrastructure damage. While Ukrainian forces continue to resist Russian offensives in the area. Just a day before the Tornado-S attack in Kharkov, Russian forces launched a precision strike using Iskander-M ballistic missiles targeting Ukrainian drone launch sites, destroying 6 drone launchers, 8 vehicles, and approximately 30 drones prepared for launch. The timing of the Iskander-M strike, just one day before the Tornado-S attack in Kharkov, suggests a deliberate operational synergy. This combined arms approach magnifies the impact of each strike and exemplifies how advanced missile systems are integrated in modern warfare. This wasn't a random barrage. Thanks to GLONASS satellite navigation, every rocket of Tornado-S was guided individually to its target. Imagine a dozen missiles, each picking out its own mark with pinpoint accuracy. Urban buildings, entrenched infantry, logistical hubs, all hit with terrifying precision. What makes this even more dangerous is the Tornado-S's shoot and scoot tactic. As soon as it launches, the system quickly relocates, dodging any counter-battery fire. This mobility keeps the weapon and its crew alive and ready for the next target. Hence, the praise for Tornado-S is not a boast if we are seeing a broader pattern of strike. Back forward to early May, when the Tornado-S took aim at the rear echelon of Ukraine's 112th Brigade near Druzhkovka. Then, on May 26th, Tornado-S units struck again, this time in the Donetsk People's Republic. But this wasn't your typical rocket barrage. Russia deployed cluster munitions, turning the Tornado-S into a wide-area saturation weapon. Cluster rockets released dozens of submunitions mid-flight, raining explosives across a large area. The result? Devastating for infantry, light vehicles, and supply depots caught out in the open. Sure, cluster munitions are controversial. They leave behind unexploded ordnance, posing long-term risks to civilians. But from a purely tactical standpoint, they offer devastating effectiveness. The Tornado-S's ability to switch between guided missiles and cluster munitions shows just how flexible it is on the battlefield. It's like flipping a switch depending on the mission, high precision when you need it, or wide-area destruction when the moment calls for it. Now let's rewind a little bit far to 25th April 2025. This incident gave us another glimpse into the evolving Russian strike doctrine. In Khorovintsy, Tornado-S units worked hand-in-hand with Iskander-M ballistic missile systems. The Iskander hit high-value and fortified targets, while Tornado-S followed up with a precision rocket barrage across the surrounding area. This layered strike tactic is deadly. The Iskander takes out command centers and hardened bunkers, and then Tornado-S sweeps through to mop up soft targets, equipment, vehicles, and troops. The synergy between these systems allows for battlefield dominance at both tactical and operational levels. And remember, Tornado-S rockets are no longer just long-range artillery. With a potential future range of up to 200 kilometers, it's stepping into the same battlefield niche once reserved for tactical ballistic missiles. But it does so with more flexibility and at a lower cost. The Tornado-S strikes on Ukrainian positions in Kharkov, Donetsk People Republic, and Korovinci have systematically degraded Ukrainian ground forces, disrupting troop concentrations, logistics, and equipment. Ukraine's inability to consistently intercept Tornado-S strikes also raises questions about the current limits of Western-supplied air defense systems. In comparison to Western artillery and missile systems, this layered strike strategy demonstrates Russia's emphasis on combining the long-range precision of ballistic missiles like Iskander-M with the flexible, rapid-fire capabilities of the Tornado-S MLRS. Let's start with the basics. Western systems such as HIMARS are primarily designed to move fast, strike fast, and disappear before it can be targeted. It typically fires 6 guided rockets per salvo, with a maximum range of around 80 kilometers, or up to 300 kilometers, if equipped with ATACMS missiles, which are far more expensive and tightly controlled. HIMARS's 6-rocket salvo is deadly, but narrow. Against dispersed or heavily fortified positions, or in large-scale offensives, its small volume of fire can become a limiting factor. Now compare that to Tornado-S. It can fire 12 guided rockets in one salvo, double that of HIMARS, with each rocket assigned a separate GLONASS guided trajectory. That means it can simultaneously strike multiple targets across a wide area, with high precision, and from ranges up to 120 kilometers, already 50% greater than HIMARS with standard munitions. In contrast, HIMARS relies heavily on US or NATO ISR networks for targeting. While these networks are highly capable, the fire control process is more centralized and can be slower to respond to rapidly changing battlefield conditions, especially when communications are disrupted. Russia's use of the Tornado-S is sending a loud message, not just to Ukraine, but to NATO and the broader international community. By demonstrating precision strike capabilities comparable to, and in some areas exceeding, Western systems, Moscow is showing that it can challenge US and NATO dominance, not only diplomatically, but technologically. And this gap is growing. But this story isn't just about hardware. It's also about strategy and influence. So what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching.